Good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multi asset and a multinational hedge fund. By multi asset, I mean we actively take positions in multiple asset classes like gold, silver, platinum, oil, natural gas, base metals, agriculture metals, and respective. By multinational, I mean we cover our positions at three locations: United States, Europe, and Asia Pacific region. But like I said many times, and I would continue to repeat all the times, that we are a proprietary hedge fund. By proprietary, I mean to say no third party can invest capital in our funds. No third party. None of the subsidiaries of Treasury Consulting and Treasury Consulting himself ask any third party to invest capital in our fund. This is a fact which should be known to all. You know that FTX is crashed, and now there are variety of articles which are coming up in the public domain about FTX. Some articles are even claiming that several $billion worth of client money is missing. United States Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Justice is regulating that probe, so please wait for some time. Today there is another article came which suggests that few FTX member were trying to flee to Dubai. Congratulations. Which means because currently Dubai do not have an extradition treaty, with the majority of the countries. So if you flee to Dubai, so it means no, except United States, no country can caught you in Dubai. You know. So few FTX members were trying to flee to Dubai, and thanks to the extradition treaty. This is not from my side. This is the article which I studied, and that made me laugh that even we reached at that level in the life. Anyways, there is a word in our finance called contagion crisis. Now, that contagion crisis means that actually it's a word which is borrowed from interbank, which means that suppose a bank failed, the impact of that bank automatically, I repeat, automatically goes to the complete interbank market. 2008 collapse of Lehman Brothers is a very perfect example of that, because after the collapse of Lehman Brothers, one by one, majority of the banks in United States either collapsed or they raised the hands before Federal Reserve very clearly that we need funding, else we'll also collapse. So it's a very right example. FTX, as we speak, in his bankruptcy petition, which they filed in United States, and what surprises me in this bankruptcy petition is 130 group companies, 130. And I fail to understand that why do we need 130 group companies to run a crypto exchange? I did notice that in India also in the last couple of years, the companies who frauded, they hold large amount of, which is called group companies. Why do you need so many group companies? That is something I would like to understand. Because, okay, if you are a very big company, then 10, 12 companies can possible. I understand. 10, 12 companies are possible. But having said that, 130 companies, that is really a surprising element for me. Anyways, because of FTX collapse, the other top crypto exchanges like Binance, Crypto.com, OKX, Deribit, and respective vowed to publish proof of reserves. Now, what the hell is proof of reserves now? Proof of reserves means suppose your total liabilities is $100, assuming simplistically. If it is $100, then the proof of reserves means the company holding more than $100 to pay the money of the customers. Because ultimately in crypto exchanges, the majority of the money is of the customers, because customers invest their money and at the end they make profit out of it. The beauty in the game is that the proof of reserves is not a mandatory thing we have. It is optional thing, which means you give proof of reserve, it is okay. You do not give proof of reserves, no one can stop you from that. That's the beauty of the game. No one can stop you that you are supposed to give the proof of reserves. Now, the sudden collapse of FTX, you know, it is clearly said that amounting 1 billion to 10 billion. I repeat, amounting 1 billion to 10 billion is missing as far as the client funds are concerned. Many articles in the public domain even claim that the 1 billion to 10 billion worth of money is transferred to the trading arm of FTX called Alameda Research. But as we speak, whether it is 1 billion, whether it is 10 billion, we really have zero information in that regards, to be honest. Guys, let me tell you a very important thing, that there is I would say, a US dollar stable coin called Tether. Tether has faced approximately 3 billion worth of redemptions in the last 4 days. And according to Financial Times London, around 3 billion, which is, by the way, not a small amount. And this data is provided by Coin Market Cap, a website who tracks all the information. And I also visit that website on an often basis. Meanwhile, the Ether, one of the public blockchain network in the world, the second largest cryptocurrency, and at one point of time it was the largest cryptocurrency also, but unfortunately it flunked. Ether dropped 7%, and before this crisis, FTX Ether was around 1620, and everyone was hoping that Ether would be touching around 1800 and probably from 2200. Actually, previous to that, Ether also touched 2200, but after FTX collapse, the Ether went back to near about as we speak, it is around 1250. So it means from 1620 to 1250, which means 400 points down. So you can easily guess the people, those who are holding a huge investments in Ether, they are in deep losses. It's a common sense. Coinbase on Friday, today is Sunday when we are making this video. Coinbase on Friday sent an email to customers, and Financial Times London seen that email, in which Coindesk mentioned that how Coinbase business is different and ultimately better protects customer account and asset. The email referenced the company financial position, said the exchange, and it is led by the chief executive, Mr. Brain Armstrong, said that it holds the customer asset on one-to-one basis. Trading volumes are coming down. Unfortunately, trading volumes are coming down, and there are a lot of allegations which is coming on FTX. Their auditors' names also revealed now in public. Very soon we will have video in that regards. A crypto trading platform called Krazen, Krazen, froze a handful of accounts owned by FTX Group, its sister trading company Alameda Research, and their executive on Sunday after talking with the law enforcement officers. These accounts have been frozen to protect their creditors, the company said on Twitter. The Bahamas market regulator also said that it has not directed, authorized, or suggested to FTX the prioritization of withdrawal for the Bahamian clients. And there is a news which is also coming that the CEO of FTX, the so-called Warren Buffett (SBF), he is under Bahamas investigation. To cut the long story short, if you are thinking that FTX is the only crypto exchange that fell short, then please improve your understanding, because this is just the beginning. These crypto exchanges claiming to be $1 trillion, basically $1 billion setup, they are managed by young kids. Like in the case of FTX, it is it is in the public that 10 kids from Bahamas were running the exchange. Well, congratulations. Only 10 kids running the exchange. Please do take a note that very soon lot of platforms will get bankrupt. The reason being, these platforms are claiming to be $1 billion platforms using client money in losses heavily invested by venture capitalist firm, and unfortunately investors have zero knowledge in this regards. This is what I would like to say. I already warned people on time to time basis that people who claiming to be $1 billion companies, people who claiming to be a top companies and so on and so forth, because they heavily invested by the venture capitalist firm, it's all fake model. Sequoia, SoftBank, Tiger Global, BlackRock, Temasek, even Temasek name came in public domain. Slowly and steadily, we would be making a lot of videos in that regards. But one thing is sure and steady, that more collapse is on the cards. And if you are thinking that the collapse is done, then please correct yourself, because the collapse is not as yet done. This is what I would like to say. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting Group. You knew my personal number, +91 9899242978. Let me repeat, +91 9899242978. In case of more information, you can visit our fixed income platform www.fixedincome.global. www.fixedincome.global. Thank you very much, guys, and have a great time ahead. Thank you.